Hi everyone, my name is Nur Izzatin Habibah binti Harun, P822055. So today I want to talk about the spillage on construction site. So spills might seem minor at first, but they can cause serious issue if not handled properly. And whether it's a water, oil, diesel, paint and chemicals, every type of spillage comes with risk. So let's dive into why this matter and how we can stay safe. Spills can cause various hazards depending on what spills. And for the potential hazard, water or wet concrete can make surface slippery, trips and fall. And if you are working at height or around heavy machinery, even a small fall could lead to serious injury. Oils, fuels and chemicals can bring more even danger. They can cause health problems such as skin burn and respiratory issue. And some materials are flammable, increasing the risk of fire. And additionally, spills can harm the environment by contaminating soil and water supply, which might result in fines or legal trouble for the company. Next, for the safety procedure and regulation, the first step is managing spill is to follow the proper safety procedure. OSHA and local regulation often require that we have spill kits on the site and that everyone knows where they are and how to use them. This kit typically include absorbent pad, goggle, and hazmat suit, the dustbin, and the rubber shoes. Before handling the chemical or liquids, check the MSDS. So what is MSDS? MSDS is Material Safety Data Sheet, which that to provide specific information on how to handle spill for each material. If spill happens, stop and assess the situation. If it's a minor and safe to handle, you can clean it up by yourself using the spill kit. However, if it's a hazardous substance or a large amount, report it to your supervisor immediately and follow the emergency procedure. And for the best practice for spill prevention, preventing spills is always better than dealing with that afterward. Start by storing liquid properly, keep containers sealed, label and store in designated areas with secondary containment like drip trays or bunds. Inspect your equipment and storage regularly for leaks or damage. Also be mindful when transferring liquid. Use funnels or pump to minimize spills and never rush the process. Set up barrier or drain covers if you are working near the storm drain or water sources. This simple step can prevent contamination in case of an accidental spills. A real world example of this was on a site that I worked last year, which someone was refilling a generator and a bit of diesel spill. Luckily, we had a drain cover in that place and we are able to clean it up quickly without any environmental damage. So last, to sum it up, spills are a common hazard on construction site, but they don't have to cause a major problem if we are prepared. For the key point to remember, always wear the right PPE and know the location of spill kits, and follow MSDS and report hazardous spills immediately. Prevent spills by storing and handling liquid properly. Use barrier to protect drain and the environment. By staying vigilant and following these steps, we can keep our site safe, protect our health and avoid unnecessary costs for legal issues.
The key point that I have covered for this briefing was potential hazard, which slippery surface, toxic exposure, fire risk, and environmental harm. Next, for the safety procedure and regulation, follow OSHA 1994, General Duty Clause. This clause mandates employers to provide a safe workplace free from recognized hazard that could cause death or serious physical harm to employees. This includes identifying and addressing the hazard of potential spills of hazardous materials. Next, For the Control of Industrial Major Accident Hazard Regulation 1996, this regulation applies to facilities handling major accident hazards and requires them to have procedures in place to prevent and respond to spills. The last regulation is Occupational Safety and Health Use and Standard of Exposure of Chemicals Hazardous to Health 2000. This regulation requires employers to control exposure to chemicals hazardous to health, including through measures to prevent and respond to spill. The second one for Safety Procedure and Regulation referred to Material Safety Data Sheet, with which MSDS, and report large or hazardous spills and follow emergency procedure. Last one, Prevention Tips. Properly store and label liquids, inspect equipment, use funnels or pump, and set up barriers to protect storm drain. The most critical safety measure in this briefing is preventing spills by properly storing and handling liquids. This proactive step minimizes the chance of accidents, environmental harm, and legal issues, making it more effective than just responding to spills after they occur.
And let's all do our part to prevent spills and handle them properly when they happen. Thank you, and let's have a safe day at work.